Brother Anthony, 5 minutes with the King. We're on the eve of my first ultramarathon, and so the Spirit has been really speaking to me about a couple things, and I think they're prophetic for all of us right now, and that's the word dependency. See, I realize how much my flesh desires comfort and ease. It's actually part of our Christian culture here in the West. It's just everything is easy, comfortable, and it's actually producing complacency in us. And I would argue it is separating us from intimacy with the Father. And so if we want to go through a theology of suffering, one of the primary reasons I believe God in his sovereignty allows suffering and allows hardship is because when we enter into it, we realize that we cannot endure ourselves, and we press into him and ask for him as our good Father to help us. This is what I'm kind of facing right now with, the choice to do ultramarathons and these endurance sports. What led me there was the beauty of what happens when you enter into a space of suffering or a space of hardship, and where you realize you can't do it on your own, and then you get to see God show up in power, and then you accomplish something that you never thought possible. And I truly have become just in love with that call. And right now I'm being tested, because I'm telling you, I'm facing more fear and anxiety over this 31-mile race I'm doing tomorrow than I've faced before Ironman or any of the other stuff I've done. And I'm having a lot of knee pain and IT band pain. So I'm having this fear that, I'm gonna be unable to finish the race because my knee's gonna give out. And then I realized I start to get frustrated, really at the Lord. I'm like, Lord, why did why can't this be easy? Why can't my knee be participating? Because I'm like, my lungs and my heart are strong. So if my knee's okay, then I know I'll finish. And he's like, Anthony, he's like, if your knee was perfectly well right now, you would be far too confident in your own abilities to accomplish and to finish this race. And I realized what he wants more than me finishing an ultramarathon is he wants me to invite him into the process and learn to depend on him in greater measure. See, this is what he wants for you and I. He wants intimacy with us, because, and I want to share this with you. This has come up through multiple friends. A good brother, Scott, brought this up on the TV show we're producing for Malawi. This was what the Spirit had told me to share on, and it was the issue of unity. See, because what God's going to do in the earth right now is he is going to bring unity with the bride. You and I, and across denominations, we are going to experience a unification in the bride that is going to show the world that Jesus Christ is Lord. And you say, how is that possible? Because we're so disunified right now. You know how this is possible? Well, it's possible, number one, by the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus can accomplish anything, right? And this would be a miracle for the bride of Christ to be truly unified. But this is what the Lord said. The Lord said the way that the bride of Christ will become unified with one another is when each of us pursue unity with me, with him. He said, you and I have to pursue radical intimacy with the Father, where we put aside our agendas and our own theologies and our own kingdom initiatives and all the things that we do, and we just say, Father, I am yours. Speak to me. Become one with me. Enter in like Christ in me. Let it become truly the hope of glory. Show me how to stand in truth, yet love people who have differing opinions than me. See, listen, friend, this is what the Lord is saying to us as marketplace missionaries and ministers and all of that. He is saying, you can't pursue unity in the bride. That's only something that God can do by miracle. But what you can pursue is a radical unity with me, the Father and the Son in one. And when you have radical unity with me, I will bring about radical unity in the bride. See, this is the revelation of the movie The Boys in the Boat, the 1936 University of Washington rowing team that went into Hitler's Berlin to the Olympics and won gold. And there's all these beautiful words in the book, in the movie, about how they were not the strongest or the best rowers, but they when they were in that racing shell, they were 8 hearts beating as one. And see, this is what the Lord is calling the bride of Christ to, is that we would become 8 hearts beating as one, thousands of hearts beating as one. And the only way we can accomplish that is to become one ourselves with the Father so that we would rightly hear his heartbeat. And then we would row to the rhythm of the Father, not to the rhythm of religion or to the rhythm of our own fleshly nature, and then call it Jesus. God's after something different. So what's the connection? You and I are called to unity with the Father. Through this, he'll bring unity with the bride, with one another. And all of this will be made possible through the suffering that we endure, the challenges you're facing in your business today, your marriage, your relationships. Because in the suffering, in the trial, in the hardship, you will learn to depend upon the Father in a whole fresh and new way. And he will reveal himself to you. So this is, we're out of time, but I just want to encourage you to press into the suffering, press into the hardship, trust the Lord to do what you can't do. Seek unity with the Father above anything else you do today. And he will bring unity with one another, and we will cross over. We will cross over with Jesus in the boat to the other side, from disunity into unity and oneness with the Father. I pray this word blesses you. Go out in power and serve the Lord, and no eye has seen nor ear has heard what God has prepared for those who love him. Shalom.